Okay. See, because what happens that when I start the session, so whatever conversation that we are having, I set the ground for the conversation. So
Yeah.
since it's all a part of day-to-day life, so it's very important that how you and I can connect whatever we are understanding, knowing, or learning to whatever is happening in our life. Hi, Manisha, good to see you. Hi, Ramesh, good to see
Hello,
you.
sir. How are you?
Good, good, good. Awesome.
So I wanted to join this time. I'm sorry I'm late for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes.
You are on time. Only Earth moved another 5 minutes around the sun. That's it.
Thank you so much, sir.
मैंने ऐसे सोचने से कितना अच्छा लगता है, बोलो मैं क्या कर सकते, मैं तो जहां पे था वहीं पे, आई एम स्टिल ऑन द ग्लोब दैट इज मूविंग अराउंड द सन, है ना. So it's not my fault. What can I do? I am on the earth. I have no choice but to go back 5 minutes beyond life, beyond time. Superb, 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 superb. Great. Hi, Ramesh. How are you?
I'm good, Pinaki ji. How are you? I'm actually at the gym.
Awesome. Top of the world. See, tell me one thing. The today's topic is. Did you notice today's topic, right?
What is that again?
You are aware of today's topic, the topic that we are going to discuss today.
No, not yet. 1 minute.
Really? Okay. The topic is, tonight's topic is activate, in quotes, activate effective self-healing, applying common sense. So we are talking about 3-4 things. First thing is activate. So activating healing. So we are talking about activating. It's not about just knowing, understanding, realizing. Just like attending another session, you know how to heal yourself, how to do self-healing, or at all I need healing or not, or like this learning Ho'oponopono technique, where people talk about those 4 statements. Whoever, many of you have attended those sessions maybe. ना बोलते हैं ना, I'm sorry, please forgive me. कुछ ऐसा है ना, there are 4 sentences जो Ho'oponopono में होता है. Then we talk about forgive and forget. है ना, भूल जाओ और फॉरगिव कर दो, जिंदगी निकल रही है, आगे निकलते जाओ. सो ऐसे बहुत सारे थ्योरीज हमारे चारों तरफ घूमते हैं. वी कीप ऑन अटेंडिंग दोस training sessions. There are many videos on those things, and all great people, all great saints, they all talk about this, है ना, they all talk about this. What's important is how you can activate it for yourself. It's not just like understanding about it, knowing about it, really realizing it. वैसा नहीं है कि मैं किसी का भी सेशन में बैठ गया, मे बी गौर गोपाल दास, मे बी सदगुरु, मे बी सम अदर हीलर, मे बी इवन बुक्स लाइक हाउ टू हील योरसेल्फ, है ना. देयर आर दीपक चोपड़ा बुक्स, देयर आर लुई हे बुक्स, दे ऑल टॉक अबाउट हीलिंग. द क्वेश्चन इज that how do I know that I need healing? So activate ho gaya, then comes the healing part, then comes application of the knowledge that I already have, and then we are talking about common sense. Now common sense is not really that common. Yeah,
common sense is a very uncommon.
It's the most uncommon thing.
Yeah. So common sense is really not common. So what happens when we learn all these things, when we attend all these sessions, we don't learn really, we just hear about them. ऐसा करना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, and all that. ऐसा करने से अच्छा होगा, ऐसा करने से we can come out of this trauma, and so many things we hear about them. Sometimes we also apply them. The question is, do I really activate? Do I really activate self-healing using common sense? Because unless it becomes a part of your common sense, you don't even know whether you are wounded or not. See, when we are talking about healing, naturally the question comes, heal what? है ना? Heal what? किस चीज का heal करेंगे? You can heal only if there is a wound. When there is a wound, only then the question of healing comes. If there is no wound, you don't need healing, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So how about creating a life without any wounds?
Hmm. Okay.
So if you and I become an expert in living a life without wounds, we don't need healing, right?
Yes.
And the most of the wounds that you and I inflict on us is an outcome of not using common sense.
Hmm.
Right.
I would say probably every wound that you and I inflict on ourselves is something there where we are not using common sense. We are unknowingly inflicting ourselves with all these wounds. And most of the time we are not even aware of them. When it crosses a certain limit, when our body fails to handle that situation, only then it starts giving signals and signs and symptoms. You might be having headache, you might be having some other health challenges, you might be feeling tired, you may be getting irritated with small things, you may be feeling weak, you don't feel like getting up from bed. थोड़ा सा वेदर ऊपर नीचे हो आपका जुकाम लग गया, है ना? You see, like if you turn 360 degree around yourself, probably you could see at least a few IVF centers around you. आपके चारों तरफ कहीं ना कहीं IVF सेंटर है. ये सब कहाँ थे आज से 20 साल पहले? जरूरत थी इन चीजों की.
Hmm. True.
Self-inflicted. Self-inflicted. There are so many psychologists around. Self-inflicted. You are psychologically, you are emotionally inflicting wounds on yourself without even knowing. You get to know about them only when the damage is done. So essentially, the whole topic is, though I am talking about activating self-healing, what I'm talking about is activating self-awareness so that you don't need to reach that healing stage. उसकी जरूरत ही ना पड़े. And if you notice carefully, आप देखना सारे common sense जब आप apply नहीं करते हैं, that is the only time you inflict wounds on yourself. And there are 4 kinds of wounds. Simple. चार तरीके के wounds है. एक हो गया physical. Something happens to your body externally or internally. Physical. Second one is mental. Third one is emotional. And fourth one is energy. It's all energy driven. There are 4 kinds of wounds. और यही 4 ऐसे एरिया हैं जहां पे अगर हमने अपने आप को कंट्रोल कर लिया, we are on the control side of the game. गेम हमारे हाथ में है. मैं आपको सिंपल से एग्जांपल देता हूं. Incidence of lung scare, lung cancer, incidences of lung cancer is more in women than men. Now, women don't smoke that much. तो कहाँ से आ रहा है? What is happening? And it has been discovered that
Passive smoking.
Passive smoking?
India में the major reason, the prime reason for lung cancer is in women is agarbatti, धूप sticks.
Really?
Agarbatti. And it's not the chemical which is there on the agarbatti, but the bamboo stick which is being used.
So you mean to say that this the scent of agarbatti should not be inhaled,
Yeah,
but then it is said that it spreads pure piousness, pureness. It
we are not
increases the.
talking about the chemical. We are talking about the stick inside,
The bamboo.
the bamboo. बैम्बू आसानी से जलती नहीं और बैम्बू में कभी आग भी नहीं लगती.
Yes, sir. Very true.
Bamboo is the #1 source of carcinogen inside the home. अब बोले ये कॉमन सेंस है कि नहीं उसको यूज ना कर.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very shocking.
Yeah.
I don't
Same.
know.
See, all that dis-ease मतलब you are not at ease, your body is not at ease, है ना? वही disease है, dis-ease. So you were at ease, then you started doing certain things which are not good for your body, good for your emotions, good for your mental health, good for your energy health, energy levels. The moment you start using them, क्या हो रहा है? आपने
Disease हो रहा
बैलेंस क्रिएट करना शुरू कर दिया.
है.
Yeah. Now knowing ऐसे बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. So we were at ease, we created certain things which we don't need at all. और उससे हमने पहले comfort create किया. The body is already giving a signal that you are at discomfort level right now. Discomfort is good. That at least you are aware of that I am not feeling comfortable. But when you continue this discomfort for a long time, it converts into dis-ease. A dis-ease से अगर आपको बॉडी को ईज में लाना, the only thing you have to remove that dis part. और एरिस्टोटल बोल के गए थे. I just shared that screen in my group this morning. Morning में नहीं, शायद afternoon में डाला था. I got it from one of my friends. Her name is Parvati. She's a yoga teacher. She's a phenomenal yoga teacher. Phenomenal. She stays in Chennai. Awesome yoga teacher. So she sent it to me. Eventually, she posted in her WhatsApp status also. So Aristotle said that when you are going to heal somebody, start with identifying the sources that cause the disease. Stop them.
True.
So whatever caused that disease, the state of disease, is something which is common sense. ये नहीं करने का. And once you start applying common sense, or by not doing that, you will be automatically getting into a process where we are restoring instead of healing. आप सोच के देखिए, हम वुंड हीलिंग की बात करते हैं. हीलिंग कहाँ से शुरू होता है? ऊपर से शुरू होता है, नीचे से शुरू. कोई भी एक फिजिकल वुंड के बारे में सोचिए. मान के चलिए यहाँ पे हाथ कट गया, तो कहाँ से हीलिंग शुरू होगी? ऊपर से या नीचे से?
From inside.
From inside. जहां तक कटा है वहां से शुरू होगा, क्योंकि वहां पे सारे सेल्स जनरेट होंगे. Then they will connect with each other. They create the tissue, and धीरे धीरे ऊपर आते आते. And if your body is so smart that initially it will show you there is a mark. Once the healing is done, it disappears. आपको पता तक नहीं चलेगा वहां पे कुछ हुआ भी था. बॉडी को याद रहेगा. Body will remember कि कहाँ पे हुआ था. The chances are very less you are having the same wound at the same place second time. Because your body is so alert, वो आपको उसी जगह पे दूसरा एक्सीडेंट होने नहीं देगा. आप देखिएगा, आप लोग खाना बनाते हैं, हाथ में तेल आता है ना, छींक चाकू से उंगली कट गया, आप देखिएगा सेम जगह पे कभी नहीं कटेगा सेकंड टाइम. उसके आसपास हो सकता है लेकिन सेम पॉइंट पे कभी नहीं होगा। योर बॉडी इज सो इंटेलिजेंट, इतना इंटेलिजेंट सेल अपने बॉडी के अंदर हमने डाल के रखे हैं, और बॉडी इज मेड अप ऑफ दैट, उसका इंटेलिजेंस का हम प्रयोग नहीं कर रहे हैं। वो कह रहे हैं गुटखा मत खाओ, हम फिर भी खा रहे हैं, है ना? नो, दे आर सेइंग कि चलो स्मोकिंग कम करने के लिए क्या है, उसमें फोटो वोटो डाल दो ओरल कैंसर,
Yeah.
कुछ नहीं हुआ। So there's a joke, you know, that this guy, he went to buy a cigarette. So the seller handed over him a packet. और उसमें लिखा हुआ, उसके ऊपर लिखा हुआ था फोटो वोटो के साथ, he will become important if you smoke this. So वो बोल रहा है यार ये इम्पोर्टेंसी वाला नहीं, कैंसर वाला सिगरेट थे।
Good heavens.
Too much self-justification.
It all starts, है ना? आपको बोला जाएगा कि आप सुबह 3:30-4 बजे उठो, आप उठोगे नहीं, बोले नहीं मुझसे होता नहीं, है ना? So who is creating this? If you look at any other animal in the world other than human being, other than you, forget about human beings, other than you are also part of this world only, you are also part of this universe. उसका एक तरीका है जीने का, है ना? You look at all the animals except human being, except you, forget about human beings. Look at all the animals. वो कितने बजे खाते हैं, कितने बजे नींद से उठते हैं, सारा दिन वो क्या करते हैं, कितने बजे डिनर करते हैं, कितने बजे सोने चले जाते हैं। कॉमन सेंस ये बोलता है यू आर अ बायोलॉजिकल एनिमल, एंड if you follow this, chances are very high you will be surviving for a longer duration in good health. कॉमन सेंस से शुरू होता है। Your day starts with common sense. Do you apply? Now you are saying नहीं, I cannot do it, I cannot do it. भाई मुझे तो रात को सोते सोते 12-1 बज जाता है, तो I cannot get up early. Possible ही नहीं है। Who is saying this to whom?
I'm telling myself.
Yeah, and I have enough reason to justify it. मतलब जो मेरे excuse है उसी को मुझे लग रहा है। You are following it, doing it for a longer duration. You are creating all the wounds. Physical wound body के अंदर हो रहा है जो आपको दिख नहीं रहा है. Sometimes it starts showing up. Nowadays you will see gray hair at very early age, late 30s or late 20s में बच्चों का gray hair हो रहा है. क्यों हो रहा है? These are early symptoms. That is, body is not functioning naturally. The kind of food habits that you have created for yourself, the kind of food that you are eating, it is an outcome of that. That at the time at which you are eating, the amount, the quantity that you are eating, any other animal, think of any other animal, do they cook food? चलो फूड कुक भी कर ले, कितने लोग स्पाइस यूज करते हैं, कितने लोग ऑयल यूज करते हैं, कितने जानवर ऑयल यूज करते हैं, स्पाइसेस यूज करते हैं खाना बनाने। हमारे पास ये सारा कंट्रोल है। व्हाट इज हैपनिंग दैट वी आर गोइंग आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल। हमें हम उसको जिस लेवल तक यूज करना है हम वैसे यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं। सो यू और आई are creating all the discomfort. See, anything that is creating discomfort for you is a signal that you are moving towards some disease. As simple as that. Anything which is giving you discomfort, anything which is giving you discomfort, you are moving towards some kind of disease. It is taking you to some kind of disease. These are early signs. The body is giving you signal.
So we should keep away from anything which gives us
I can't say
discomfort.
we. I can only say I.
I should keep away from anything which gives me discomfort.
That is your choice.
Okay.
But this is it. So the common sense is that I am not talking about healing. I am talking about eliminating. Eliminate करना बहुत आसान है. You just need to identify what caused it and just work on that cause. And most of these causes are your physical activities, the kind of words that you use in your conversation, the kind of thoughts you carry in your head, the feelings. किसी ने आपको कुछ भी बोल दिया, आप उससे भड़क गए, and then you say he is responsible for it. उसने ऐसे क्यों बोला? उसने उसका मन किया, उसने ऐसा बोला. आपका मन किया, आप जैसे मर्जी सुनिए. When you are angry and you are talking to somebody with that anger, the first what would I say? The first impact of that anger is coming on you. Forget about what it is doing to the other person. In fact, when the other person is calm and cool, probably you get more angry. कि यार ये सुन भी नहीं रहा है, रिस्पॉन्स भी नहीं कर रहा है, you know? So you are getting further irritated. Oh my God, मतलब मेरा कोई इज्जत ही नहीं है. And then probably you shout at a louder volume. Who is inflicting all the wounds on yourself? Ask yourself. Physical, चलो ठीक है. I can still say कि उसमें there may be certain things जहाँ पे किसी ने मेरे को attack किया. Unless somebody is attacking you some way, if you are having any kind of physical wound, it is because of you. Unless it's an accident, it's because of you. Same with mental, same with emotional. But in case of mental and emotional, it cannot be somebody else anyway. It is always and always you. You cannot hold anybody responsible for all your mental and emotional wounds. And finally, the energy level wounds. जिस सब energy नीचे चला जाता. So the easiest way to handle all these things is just get to the source. पता करो यार मैं ऐसे क्यों behave कर रही हूँ, क्या कर रहा हूँ. Find it out. Get there. The moment you get there, just switch it off. उसको off कर दो. तुरंत बॉडी के सारे organs में signal चला जाएगा. If this switch is off, come on, restore the process, restore the process, restore the process. Get into restoration. Healing की जरूरत नहीं है. The body restores, body doesn't heal it. हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं घाव भर रहा है, लेकिन बॉडी घाव भर नहीं रहा है. बॉडी उसको रिस्टोर कर रहा है. जहां तक नुकसान हुआ है वहां से उसने रिस्टोर करना शुरू किया. Restoration. So if our body is naturally restoring it, if a tree is naturally restoring its beauty, if every animal is restoring their activities, restoring their things, हमारा body भी वही कर रहा है. Why you and I using our mental and emotional what I would say emotional weapons बोल सकते हैं या औजार बोल सकते हैं, इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स बोल सकते हैं. हम उसका इस्तेमाल ऐसे क्यों कर रहे हैं? So that we automatically creating or hurting us without any reason. Every reason is actually your excuse. उसने ऐसा क्यों बोला? वो अगर ऐसा नहीं बोलता तो मैं ऐसा रिएक्ट नहीं करता. अरे भाई उसने ऐसा बोला. Imagine if it had been a movie. Would you react? No. The life the movie and it's just a drama. Everyone is playing their role. You are also playing your role. It's your control. You are playing your character. It's your choice. In every drama, every character, they play all the kinds of role. आप सोचो ना, अमिताभ बच्चन भी एक मूवी में रोता है कि नहीं? कहीं ना कहीं वो रोएगा. Angry man, angry young man, that was his character. That's how he came into industry. But उसका भी एक रोने का सीन हर मूवी में है. मर्द को रोना नहीं आता, ऐसा नहीं, उसको भी आता है, रोता नहीं है वो अलग बात है. So you and I have all the feelings, all the emotions. The control is on us. If you consider everything happening around us is a drama, and it's my choice how I'm going to respond or react to it, things will be always in your control. So the fundamental is the easiest way to handle things is figure out whatever you're doing, are you feeling discomfort or not? That is the starting point. That itself is good enough as a common sense. That if you are feeling discomfort, don't continue it. Discomfort को disease मत होने दीजिए. So that at later part of your life you need to depend on medicines because your body has failed to produce those chemicals. So you have to replenish those chemicals from outside. If you go to any medicine shop, you must do this activity, you know. So this is something I suggest or advise all my clients जो लोग emotional and mental trauma लेके मेरे पास आते हैं. मैं उनको एक activity देता हूँ. This is how the activity starts. I say tell them that आपके घर के आसपास है, आपके जान पहचान में सबसे बड़ा मेडिसिन शॉप कौन सा है? So you go to that medicine shop, physically go there, look at the shelves around. सारे shelves देखो. Every medicine that you see on those shelves is a chemical, and you don't need those chemicals because your body is already producing them when they are needed. So your body is world's best pharmacy, and imagine you are the owner of that pharmacy. The world's best pharmacy is here throughout the body, and you are the owner of that. तो ये किसका रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनता है उसको ठीक रखना. आप उसको यस आप उसको डिस्कम्फर्ट लेवल में लेके जाएंगे तो एक हद तक वो आपको सपोर्ट करेगा, फिर नहीं कर पाएगा. फिर जिस केमिकल को जिस क्वांटिटी में देना चाहिए नॉर्मली वो उतना देता रहता है. जब हद थोड़ा सा ऊपर चला जाए तब भी आपको मदद करता है. You are getting angry, you are getting very very angry, you are getting very 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 angry, very 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 upset. तो आपको एक हद तक सपोर्ट करेगा, उसके बाद वो सपोर्ट नहीं कर पाएगा. And then the damage starts happening, and then you need to go to a doctor. The doctor suggests कि आप ये वाला दवाई लो. वो दवाई क्या है? वो वही केमिकल है जो आपका बॉडी बना नहीं पा रहा है. That's how these chemicals were discovered, right? And the funniest part is they are not the natural ones. They are replica of what your and my body produces. ये जितने मेडिसिन हम देते हैं, they are replica. वो उसका जैसा है, वो नहीं है. So when you take that medicine, take that chemical inside your body, तो वो जो shortage हो रहा था उसको fulfill करता है. And then after some time your body takes over. So that's why most of the time you don't need to take a medication for a long time. But imagine there are certain medications which you need to take for a long time. Sometimes maybe as long as you live. बोलेगा यार बीपी का दवाई आप तो जिंदगी भर लेना पड़ेगा. पूछो यार जिंदगी भर मतलब कितना? 5 साल 10 साल 15 जितने साल जियोगे. Ask yourself, tell your brain, what is this nonsense? जो केमिकल मैं बाहर से ले रहा हूं आज तक मुझे उसकी जरूरत नहीं पड़ी, अभी जरूरत पड़ रहा है. क्यों पड़ रहा है? मतलब मैं ऐसा क्या कर रहा हूं जिसके वजह से ये चल रहा है. डॉक्टर इसीलिए बोला कि उसको पता कि तुम जिंदगी भर ऐसे ही रहोगे. वही 9 बजे उठोगे, 8 बजे उठोगे, एक्सरसाइज नहीं करोगे, वॉक में निकलेगे तो साथ में किसी को लेके निकलोगे, और वो जिस तेजी से चल रहा है आप भी उसी तेजी से चलोगे क्योंकि आपको लगेगा नहीं तो वो पीछे छूट जाएगा, आप अकेले पड़े हो जाओगे. Brisk walking is risk walking. It's not a brisk anymore. It's a risk walking. You are taking risk of not going brisk walking. Yeah, ask yourself, are you brisk walking or risk walking? And ऑल कॉमन सेंस। खाली ये मैं इतना हंस रहा हूँ, क्यों हंस पा रहा हूँ? हम कितने लोग एक्चुअली इतना हंसते हैं सारा दिन, है ना? so so
True.
you go to that medicine shop, उस जब भी मेडिसिन शॉप में जाओगे ना, डर लगना चाहिए। अगर रेगुलर जाओगे तो, कभी कभी जाओगे तो यू शुड द हैप्पीएस्ट पर्सन ऑन दिस अर्थ, बिकॉज़ you look around all the shelves and tell your body, oh my god, body, you are so great, you are producing all these chemicals whenever they are needed, that's why you don't have these diseases. इसीलिए मेरे मेरे को कोई डिजीज नहीं है और मुझे इन दवाइयों का जरूरत नहीं है। I don't need this. Thank you so much. Now, if that is so, it's your responsibility to ensure that your body, mind, emotion, and energy levels are at their peak at any point of time. And you and only you are responsible for it. You cannot hold anybody responsible for whatever happening for in your life, physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically. कोई फायदा नहीं है। किसी और को आप रिस्पॉन्सिबल करोगे तो और भी नुकसान है, आपका ही नुकसान है। दिस इज योर बॉडी, योर कार। आप ड्राइवर यहाँ पे बैठे हो, कहाँ पे ब्रेक लगा रहा हो आपका कंट्रोल में है। तो आगे का गाड़ी आपको जगह नहीं दे रहा है, हॉर्न बजाते ही जा रहे हो, बजाते ही जा रहे हो, तो आपके पास क्या चॉइस? आप जाकर उसको मार दोगे?
हम भी
किसी
वहां पे
गाड़ी
जाते हैं।
से मारते हो, सबसे बड़ा नुकसान पीछे वाला का होता है। जो धक्का मार रहा है सबसे ज्यादा नुकसान उसका होता है, जिसको मार रहा है उसको नहीं होता। Isn't it?
करेक्ट। या
का चॉइस है, आप अपना कॉमन सेंस यूज करो कि आपको धक्का मारना है नहीं मारना। तो रुक जाओ, उसको थोड़ी दूर जाने दो, फिर आप चलाओगे तो कोई चैलेंज नहीं, क्योंकि फिर आपको ओवरटेक करने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी। तब फिर उसके आसपास चले जाओगे, तब आसपास अगर जगह खाली है तो निकल जाओ, नहीं है तो पीछे पीछे ही चलो, थोड़ा रुक रुक के चलो। जिंदगी में भी ऐसे ही है। कोई नहीं सुन रहा है तो आप किसी को हॉर्न बजा रहे हो, पौ 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 कर रहे हो, वो हटने के लिए तैयार नहीं है ना सुनने के लिए तैयार है। वो कह रहे मैं तो ऐसे ही चलूंगा, आप गुस्सा हो रहे हो, क्या फायदा? कॉमन सेंस। Now you have a question for yourself. You want to heal yourself? Question number one. Or you want to create a life where you don't need any healing? हीलिंग सुनते ही दिमाग में एक चॉइस आता है, हीलिंग किस चीज का होता है? इफ देयर इज अ वुंड, बॉडी अगर नेचुरली सारे वुंड को रिस्टोर करता है, सो यू कैन आल्सो रिस्टोर एवरीथिंग। फोकस ऑन द सोर्स, कहां से शुरू? जस्ट आइडेंटिफाई एंड एलिमिनेट। हीलिंग की जरूरत नहीं है, एलिमिनेट। नोटिस व्हेन यू फील डिस्कम्फर्ट, the moment you notice the discomfort, उसको वहीं पे stop कर दो। If you stop it, you can eliminate the bigger risk. You don't need healing at all. Even if there are wounds inside your body, वो फटाफट eliminate हो जाएगा। You don't need to heal them. Healing का मतलब उसको फिर भी रखना है, थोड़ा टाइम देना है, थोड़ा प्रयत्न करना है, ये सब करने की जरूरत, उधर ध्यान देने की जरूरत ही नहीं है। आप रिस्टोरेशन प्रोसेस में ध्यान दो, the job will be done. It's actually as simple as that. Living life is simple. You and I complicate it, starting from getting up in the morning. So it's your choice. You make a choice. You want to eliminate it or you want to heal. Healing का मतलब है आपका wound है, वो wound और भी क्या हो सकता है if you don't start working on. ऊपर कितना भी पट्टी लगा उससे काम नहीं बनेगा अगर आपका बॉडी उसको अंदर से रिपेयर नहीं कर रहा है।
True.
Smile can be a patti, but it's not going to work. So I'm not saying that आप medicines बंद करो. एकदम से medicine बंद करने से काम नहीं बनेगा. If you are taking some medication, find the source. कि क्या करने से ऐसा हुआ? उसको उस process को restore करो. Your dependency on medicine will be dropped, will reduce.
True. Well said.
है ना? बॉडी बनाना शुरू कर देगा वो सारा केमिकल, आपको जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी. So, wow, it's a good session. Actually, it's only 40 minutes and I could share my thoughts. So what did you see here? What do you see possible for yourself now with this new awareness?
I think we really need to watch in the first place, the kind of talk that I have with myself. Because, well, it is a very common quote. I mean, it is making rounds. Your words become your thoughts, and your thoughts become your habits, and so on. And I eventually have started believing it. It is a fact. The kind of talk that I have with myself, that actually becomes my way of working with my outside world. We had discussed it in one of our sessions. I mean, in one of your sessions, you had talked about it. The way you talk to yourself, that is how you talk to the outer world. If you are abusive and criticizing, finding faults, that means you are doing the same to yourself also. I should say that the young generation, my children and my children's cousins, I see them much relaxed as compared to us. And many a times these children tell us that, why are you so anxious? Why can't you take it easy? Heavens are not going to fall. But we never learned it like this. We have learned it. Heavens are going to fall if you do not do this. So because we keep telling ourselves that I have to hurry up and reach the destination 5 minutes ahead, or, we are honking horns on the road, we ourselves create such dis-ease that we, walk ourselves into disease.
Yes, absolutely true.
So the first thing that needs to be changed is the way I talk to myself, the kind of goals I set for myself, and the procedure to, achieve my goals. That is,
how do you know that things are not going in the right direction? How can you catch?
I think if my in one of your sessions you had said something which I have written on my wall in my room, that it is always the goals do not matter, the processes do. It is the process that matters. So it is not that I'm going to create something. I cannot create that big picture unless I have these small things well in place, in good order. So when I think, that is how I see it. I'm not a genius like you. I think when these little bits they start falling apart, I think that is the time that I really need to get up and get going about it, instead of letting all the pieces fall apart and then later on howl and growl and make my and others' lives hell. I think it is good to be watchful and taking care of things around myself, and of course of my surroundings also. That is how I see it.
Absolutely awesome. So just two things. First is that nobody is genius like any other person. So you are genius in your own way. Okay.
Thank you.
This is one thing. So everybody is uniquely genius. And the second thing is that the question which I asked, how do you know that things are not going in the right direction? The answer is very simple. Notice that are you feeling discomfort or not, and whether it's
Okay.
if you're feeling discomfort about any action, any thought, just find out whether it is worth it or not. See, certain discomforts are really worth it. So when you are playing a big game, when you are actually focusing on your life, focusing on your career, for example, if I'm when I'm delivering this session, so if at some point, if say even right now, if I'm feeling discomfort, for example, if there's a power cut, I may feel discomfort about it. So I'm not talking about that discomfort. I'm talking about discomforts which may turn into a disease. So you need to figure out that whether that discomfort is worth it. Okay, the starting point is the discomfort. Good. Thank you so much, Ritu. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, Ramesh.
Yeah.
Deepa,
I
yeah.
believe we can heal ourselves.
I
And
can
the
heal myself.
discomfort, I can heal myself. And I require healing when I realize there's a discomfort instinctively from my gut instinct. I feel this is not right for me. It won't work out. It is dangerous. It will cause me harm. And it's not worth it. That my gut instinct will tell me. So it's not like when I'm walking or doing yoga, it's not that pain. Or when I'm studying and I'm doing something which is difficult, I'm unable to accomplish it. Yeah, I have to take it slowly. I have to take gradual steps and I should do it. But certain things which is dangerous for me, I should be aware that this is going to cause me harm. And I should know that I have to stop here. I have to retreat and I can heal myself, whether it be my physical, it is. There is the healing thing in me. Like placebo, like they say for cancer, no more than the chemo or the radiation, anything, it is a support group around you. It is the positivity around us, the people around us, the motivation around us that cures the tumor, that shrinks the tumor, that kills the tumor. And personally, I've had this experience. Sorry. About a decade back, my son was diagnosed with dengue fever, and the doctor's the prognosis was his platelets will come down, and he will require a platelet transfusion. So instinctively, my thought was, I just said, no, it won't be required. He'll heal. वो अच्छा हो जाएगा, उसको वो प्लेटलेट जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा. And the doctor was shocked, stunned. वो इतना बड़ा pediatrician था. उसने सोचा ये कैसे बोलिए, क्या औरत है, ऐसे कैसे बोल सकती है. Then he can't do the blood transfusion against our wish. So he said, okay, 24 hours देखेंगे, फिर देखेंगे. And actually the platelets came up. It went up. He was really, applauding me after that. Yeah, आप बोले ऐसा ही हो गया आपके बेटे को. So yeah, healing
Absolutely.
happens when we believe in that.
Absolutely. So what
Yeah.
we are talking about is, we are not talking about healing. We are saying eliminating it or restoring it.
Eliminating it, yeah, not allowing it to enter, or not
Yeah,
allowing
so
it to.
absolutely.
It
So
shouldn't
healing
reach
का
me.
मतलब है कि there is some wound. So
Yeah.
मैसेज ब्रेन को वो देना ही नहीं कि कहीं पे कुछ wound है. It's just like, यार प्लेटलेट कम हो गया, क्या करो, get it to work, get it done. I need it this much, that's it. डेंगू के कई सारे केसेस आई गॉट टू नो अबाउट, जहाँ पे ऐसा सिचुएशन चला गया था कि प्लेटलेट काउंट 10,000 तक भी चला गया. एंड प्लेटलेट करना पड़ता है, एफरेसिस करना पड़ता है. सो आई डोनेट ब्लड मेनी टाइम्स, लाइक सिंस 19 years, सिंस माय एज आई वाज 19, आई एम डोनेटिंग ब्लड. ऑलमोस्ट साल में 3 से 4 डोनेशन मेरा हो ही जाता है मिनिमम, जो फुल ब्लड डोनेशन होता है, because my blood group is A negative. And
that is wonderful.
So
सबसे बहुत बड़ा philanthropy है ये.
Yeah, so probably I have donated close to 150 times so far. ये तो whole blood की बात कर रहा हूँ. और HDP प्लेटलेट्स मैंने डोनेट किया कई बार. लेकिन जब भी मैं प्लेटलेट डोनेट करने जाता था, मैं पहले तो उसको बोलता था पेशेंट को कि देखो, मेरा प्लेटलेट तुम्हारे बॉडी के अंदर घुसेगा ना, तो 24 घंटे के अंदर सब नॉर्मल हो जाएगा. लेकिन तुम खुद भी उसको नॉर्मल कर सकते हो. कैसे? अपने बॉडी को मैसेज दो. तो उसको मैं ये कहानी सुनाता हूँ, ये मेडिसिन वाला कहानी। इमेजिन दैट यू आर इन दिस मेडिसिन शॉप, तो वहां पे क्या हो रहा है? So this is it. And I say it's all natural. So if naturally your this level has dropped, आप अपने बॉडी को सिग्नल देना शुरू करो। अब प्लेटलेट लेने के प्रोसेस क्या होता है? तुरंत तो लेते नहीं ना, पहले आपका ब्लड लेगा वो, फिर आपको टाइम देगा, 3-4 घंटे बाद आने के लिए बोलेगा, या तो नेक्स्ट डे आने के लिए बोलेगा। Then that entire process of 3 to 4 hours goes on just to extract the platelets. You won't believe, probably 8 to 10 cases में ऐसा हुआ है जहाँ पे मैं गया फॉर द टेस्ट, और मैं उसको बोल रहा हूँ कि शायद जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, क्योंकि मेरे को अभी ये देख देख के मेरे को 6 घंटे बाद बोलेंगे, कल सुबह आने के लिए बोलेंगे फॉर प्लेटलेट डोनेशन। यू हैव इनफ टाइम टू ब्रिंग इट अप। आप अपने बॉडी को खाली यही मैसेज दो, कम ऑन कम ऑन, गेट इट अप, करो इसको, करो 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 करो। फिर यूट्यूब में बहुत सारे फ्रीक्वेंसीज के ना वीडियो होते हैं, लंबे लंबे वीडियो, 2 घंटा 3 घंटे का, अलग अलग, उसमें हीलिंग फ्रीक्वेंसीज का वीडियोस है, एनर्जी फ्रीक्वेंसीज का वीडियो है। तो उसका कोई भी एक मैं उसको चला देता हूँ, मैं बोलता हूँ इस वीडियो को खाली आप सुनो सारा दिन या सारा रात, कल सुबह हम मिलते हैं। मैं कहता हूँ इसी से ये वाइब्रेशन क्रिएट होगा, उसी वाइब्रेशन से आपका प्लेटलेट बनना शुरू हो जाएगा, एंड यू विल बी अमेज्ड टुमारो मॉर्निंग थिंग्स विल बी डिफरेंट ऑल टुगेदर। एंड थिंग्स एक्चुअली स्टार्टेड हैपनिंग। 10,000 का 50,000 बना है 12 घंटा में मेरे आंखों के साथ। इतना पावरफुल है आपका बॉडी। द ओनली थिंग इज उसको पता नहीं है, आप खाली उसको बता दो, फिर देखो क्या होता है। सो पावरफुल। मैंने जितने पेशेंट के लिए ब्लड डोनेट किया है, मैं आई नेवर डोनेट इन डोनेशन कैंप्स, बिकॉज मेरा इंटेंशन ही रहता है मैं जिसको ब्लड देने जा रहा हूँ उससे मैं बात करूंगा, मिलूंगा। सो जिसको भी मैंने मिला उसको हमेशा मैं यही बोलता हूँ कि देखो मेरा खून में, देखो मेरा हीमोग्लोबिन कितना, इट्स क्लोज टू 16। नॉर्मली लोगों का 12.5 13 होता है, मेरा 16 के आसपास है। ये यूनिट आपके बॉडी के अंदर घुसते ही सब बदल जाए। यू विल बी सो सुपर चार्ज, आपके बॉडी के एक एक सेल इतना सुपर चार्ज हो जाएगा, यू विल लिव अ डिफरेंट क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ ऑल टुगेदर। जस्ट टेक इट फॉर। मतलब ऐसे ऐसे बात मैं उनसे करता हूँ। टर्मिनल इल पेशेंट्स भी होते हैं कभी कभी। सो योर वर्ड्स हैव ऑल दैट पावर।
Yeah.
It's all self-created. You can create, you can destroy. It's all up to you. Yeah, Ramesh,
Yeah.
good take.
Yeah, in fact, I feel many ailments or many difficulties that we have, whether it is emotional, uh, physical, or even spiritual, many times it starts from our thinking. It's psychosomatic. And I feel that our thinking comes from, I feel that my thinking comes from also my propensity, my tendencies, which comes from our prarabdha karma. So it is possible for us to actually, if we get to that realization, get to that point, it is possible for us to swiftly transform our lives in a very short span of time. It just depends on the bag of, kind of thought processes, thought packets that we carry. And sometimes one has to go through the prarabdha karma, but I think if one puts in the 100% or beyond effort with a clear intention, and then one can I can very quickly transform. That is where it all boils down to, and that
Absolutely.
depends on my own self-discipline and practice. Like if I get to that realization point, then literally I can tonight itself I can have a very good sleep, and tomorrow morning I can wake up fresh. As it were, I've already eaten my dinner very early today. So after listening to your inspiring conversation, uplifting, it is definitely powerful. All of us listening in and sharing today, I can decide right now. That is the point I've come to. I can decide right now that I'm going to start sleeping very early, much earlier today, and I'm going to wake up at Brahma Muhurtam tomorrow, and I'll do the meditation, and then I'll take my day forward accordingly.
Beautiful. Well said, Ramesh. In fact, कभी कभी हम खो जाते हैं वर्ड कर्मा सुन के, बहुत भारी लगता है कि यार कर्मा 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 का बात हो रही है, ये है क्या चीज?
जी,
ये वही चीज है, when you notice there
pattern.
is a discomfort and you are asking yourself, मैंने क्या किया, what did I
Yeah,
do which led me to this
yes,
discomfort, and what is
yes,
the possibility if I continue maintaining this discomfort or keep on doing that activity, then what is the possibility that it can convert into dis-ease?
yes. Very
So
high
that's what
possibility. In fact,
karma is all
yeah,
about. मैंने क्या किया
जी,
या मैं क्या
that
कर
I don't
रहा,
have a solution. Yeah.
what I am doing which is leading me to this discomfort.
Yes.
So the catch point is discomfort. That is where I'm talking about the common sense, application of common sense and activating.
Yes. Yes.
I'm active. How can I activate healing?
Correct.
By using common sense is just catching me at that point. The moment
Yes.
I feel discomfort, even while saying even the first sentence, if I feel discomfort, I just need to control myself. That's it.
Yeah. In fact, when I heard the word discomfort, I saw two angles to it. One angle is the discomfort of your body, of your emotions, of your guna. The other one was the discomfort that comes from seeking sense gratification. Those kind of discomforts, like when you exercise, you have a good pain. So that is I've distinguished that is a different kind of discomfort. What you're talking about is a genuine going against nature. When we go against nature, we bring ourselves unnecessary harm and move away from the universal alignment. That is a discomfort that
Well,
I
I am not
understood that you
identifying
asked us to
any
move away
discomfort.
from.
Yeah, so I'm not saying discomfort in any other way. I'm saying whatever way if you're feeling discomfort, whether it's naturally, unnaturally, abnormally, it really doesn't matter. If you're feeling discomfort, you figure out okay,
Right.
what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, what I'm eating, or what I'm talking. What
Yes,
is that
that's
one
correct.
thing which is at the source of this discomfort? What is that one thing? It could be a simple lie.
Hmm.
आप एक छोटा सा झूठ बोल के वहां से निकल जाओगे, लेकिन वो आपको परेशान
Ji.
करता
Yes.
है.
Yes. It could be an inauthentic way of being, pretending to be something that we are not. So many things.
Yeah, if you're late even by 1 minute in any meeting, whatever
Yeah.
reasons you say, whether it's right or wrong, true or false, it really doesn't matter. Whether it's a lie or it's a
Yes.
truth, it really doesn't matter. सब कुछ
True.
बोल के भी आपके अंदर वो feeling चलता रहेगा.
Yes. I'm
You
not
will
good
feel
enough.
the discomfort.
Yes.
And the
Correct.
only way out is to next time you shouldn't do that. That's it.
That's it. Yes. We have to get to a space where easily we and don't repeat that again with
Exactly.
ease.
Exactly. So you have to
Yes.
eliminate it. We are talking about eliminate.
Yes.
Healing की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. When you notice that this is it, just stop doing it. Your job is done.
Yes.
वही कर्मा है.
Correct.
कौन सा कर्म के वजह से आई एम फीलिंग डिस्कम्फर्ट? Well, I simplify things just like that because I always look at a real life applications. that इसको मैं कैसे connect कर सकता हूँ?
Right.
Connect करने से वो आसान हो जाता है. Then I don't need to
Ji.
like work with all those heavy words.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Hindi Sam. Good to see you, Dr. Hindi Sam. How are you?
I am fine.
So yeah.
Hi everyone. Nice. It was very nice hearing from you all. I was great to hear that the platelet count was rising with high frequency when you were saying that you were telling vibrations, describing him how to increase the platelet count. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Telling him constantly let the platelet count increasing. I found it very nice and engaging. It was very marvelous. So when we align with nature and when we align with high vibrations, magic happens, and God's creations are great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We forgot to take the picture today. So I just noticed. Anyway, can we all, at least 4 of us come alive and take a quick snapshot?
Only 4 of us are there.
It's okay. So can everyone come on camera for a minute? Ramesh, Ritu. Yeah, Ramesh and Dr. Hindi-san.
Yes, Pinaki ji.
Yeah, just come on camera. I just want to take a snapshot. That's it.
Okay. Okay. 1 minute. I mean.
Wow. Yeah, and Dr. Hindi-san. Super, super. Good to see all of you. All right. So here we go. Make sure how you look on the screen. Then you need to look at the camera. Keep your eyes open and we'll count 1, 2, 3 together. All right. So here we go. Look at the camera. Keep your eyes open. Smile. You don't need to smile. Just count 1, 2, 3 and freeze at 3. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Absolutely awesome. Super. All right. Thank you. And let's have a blast. No more healing, only eliminating.
Thank you for the wonderful session.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Pinaki
you
ji.
very much, sir. It was wonderful.
उखाड़ के फेंक
Thank you.
देना है.
Thank you,
Ji,
everybody.
ji.
Bye. Bye.
You were saying this is the last what, Pinaki ji?
Huh?
You were saying this is the last what?
No, I didn't say last. I said that उखाड़ के फेंक देना है. There is no question of healing. We are talking about eliminating.
Eliminating. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you,
Eliminating.
Pinaki ji, and everybody here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye bye. God bless you.
Bye bye.
God bless you too.
Bye.
Bye.